Heavenly Father, Lord, we give you honor and glory, and we give you thanks. Thanks for the students who have prepared themselves so well. Thanks for the parents who have worked so hard and sacrificed, and for the family members and loved ones who have sacrificed for them to be here. We thank you for this university, which have educated our community so well for so long. And we thank you for each and every one here to celebrate in this great celebration. So we ask as we celebrate that you just shower down your blessings upon us. And all of these blessings we ask in the name above all names, in the name of Jesus we pray. Amen.
All right. Graduates, please be seated. This is your day. Again, let me repeat, graduates, this is your day. Guess who is in the building to help you celebrate this day? I give you a hint. Ho, ho, ho. This is... Thank you. Let's do it again with strong voice this time. Ho, ho, ho. This is the... Thank you. He is here to assist you in celebrating the day. Let me just give you an example of why SUNO is special in this man's heart. He flew from Pennsylvania to come to New Orleans just minutes ago after giving a commencement exercise speech at Joyner University. When we called him, asking to see whether he would make himself available to come and speak for us during our commencement, although he had this commitment already, he said nothing will keep him from being here today. So he got on his plane and came over here. Now let me stick to the script, because I have a lot of stories to tell about this man, as how much he's come up to help us as an institution. But I must tell you his humble beginning. His home is Tuskegee, Alabama. He is a proud graduate of an HBCU institution. This is an individual that has been through the struggle. During the struggle of the 60s, he was one of those first DJs that introduced black music to radio shows in Alabama. Because of his hard work, he went across the nation, DJing from city to city. You guys know his nickname, right? Fly Jack. You know how he got that? Because of his hard work. DJing radio stations in Chicago and in Texas, same day. So I'm not surprised that he told us that doing 2 commencements in one day is a piece of cake. So we might as well call him now, in addition to Fly Jack, another nickname point would be Fly Speaker, for being able to move from city to city to be able to provide this exercise speech for us. But let me tell you how I come to meet Mr. Joyner. After Katrina, we were looking for assistance as much as we can, any help anywhere we can find help. We were reaching out to individuals to see how they can help us out, to organizations, to agencies. I'm pulling off my hair, the little that I have, how we can get people to listen to our challenges. I got a call in my office one afternoon that Mr. Joyner wants to speak to me. I said, well, what for? As I spoke with him, I realized that this man is answering the call to serve New Orleans HBCUs, Xavier, Dillard, and Southern University at New Orleans. He, at that time, indicated to us that he was about to embark on a campaign to raise money for Southern University at New Orleans. And he was going to match every dollar that we raised up to $150,000. Guess what, folks? I got the $300,000 check in the bank on behalf of SUNO. It is not just a promise. It is not just a promise. He kept to his words. He gave us the check. At the ceremony at Dillard, I said to him, I said, while we really enjoy your check, we like to have your check, which, by the way, included scholarships for hundreds of SUNO students. This is in addition to the $300,000 for hundreds of SUNO students, not to talk about the scholarships for thousands of HBCU students. I looked at him at that event. I said, Mr. Joyner, as much as we like your check, your voice is more important for us. I said, how so? Please let the world know that SUNO is strong and coming back. Mr. Joyner, let me tell you how your voice helped us out. Just a few examples. Because of your voice have assisted us to now be guaranteed the first student housing development for SUNO, with the groundbreaking occurring in June next month. Your voice has assisted us to ensure that we get the first technology center to be built for SUNO within a year. Your voice allowed us to be able to attain the highest enrollment growth in the state last year. Your voice today is allowing us to be able to get the state of Louisiana to consider strongly putting aside $30 million to allow SUNO to recover. How do I know that occurred? Because when I call people, when I go talk to people in Washington, when I talk to colleagues around the country, before I could say anything about our situation, oh, I heard it at Tom Joyner's show. You made it easier for me, Mr. Joyner. You made it easier for SUNO to sell our case. You made it easier for SUNOs, for us to tell our story. And because of your voice, of course, we still need your money now. Because of your voice, we were able to get a lot done. And please continue to give us your voice. Graduates, please join me in saying thank you, Tom Joyner, for your voice. And let's give him a rounding welcome to the podium for his speech. I wanted to sing one before you speak. All right.
Yeah. 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 Good afternoon, class of 2008, Southern University of New Orleans. Congratulations. You've made it. You've done it. You're free at last. I'm sorry. I'm not talking to the graduates. I'm talking to the parents, the grandparents, the aunties, the uncles, the play daddies, the play mamas, the baby mamas, the spouses, the boos, the special friends, anybody that had anything to do with these graduates this afternoon, give yourselves a hand. You've done a good job. And let me say Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there, especially the moms who have graduates here this afternoon. This is a much better Mother's Day card than the construction paper card that you got a long time ago. Happy Mother's Day. Now, graduates, class of 2008, congratulations. It's been a long road. Some of it smooth, some of it bumpy, some of it rocky, some of it touch and go. And I'm just talking about the parties last night. That's right, you deserved a party. How many of you completed your degrees in 4 years? All right. 5? 6? 2? Okay. Personally, I was like a good spades hand. 7, possibly 8. That's just me. Well, congratulations. Where's my friend Donna Brazil? I told her I'd be here. Donna, did she? Hey, Donna Brazil, my favorite superdelegate. Thank you very much for having me as your commencement speaker this year. You could have asked a lot of people. You could have asked Cosby or Condoleezza or Oprah or Flavor Flav, but you chose me. Oh, what a year 2008 has been so far. In April, we commemorated the 40th anniversary of the death of Dr. Martin Luther King. And coming up this year, we're going to elect our first African-American president, Barack Obama. Okay, to be fair, we might elect our first female president in Hillary Clinton. But you're also graduating in a time full of hypocrisy and confusing messages. A war is being fought, and we're not sure why. We live in the wealthiest country in the world, yet we haven't spent the money to rebuild the Ninth Ward of New Orleans yet. We have to decide on whether to buy a gallon of gas or a gallon of milk. These are very confusing times. But this is your world, class of 2008, and it's up to you to figure out how to deal with it. And you will. I have faith in you. You've done what it takes to make it this far, and I know you will do what it takes to succeed. I believe that being a product of an HBCU makes you special, and I want you to believe that too. You are a college graduate, but not just a college graduate. You are now a graduate from a historically black college. And that links you with some of the most prominent, prestigious people in history. Scientists like George Washington Carver, journalists like Ed Bradley, leaders like Dr. Martin Luther King, Reverend Jesse Jackson, athletes like Walter Payton, billionaires like Oprah. Everyone here, graduates, wants you to succeed. Class of 2008, all that's gone on in the past that's brought us to this day should inspire you to go forward and do great things. And if you can't do great things, do good things. There's nothing wrong with that. Everyone here has the same wish for you. We all want you to leave here and get a job. And we want you to remember where you came from. This is by no means the end of the road. The ceremony is called a commencement. And the word commence means to begin. And you are starting a new chapter in your life. You are not a college graduate, period. You are a college graduate, comma. And it's up to you to put something behind that comma. And after you've begun to put some commas behind your accomplishments, you'll begin to put some zeros behind the commas in your paycheck. Graduates, turn to your neighbor and say, Tom says, I need to put some zeros behind those commas. As you all know, historically black colleges and universities are near and dear to my heart. I am proud to be the product of an HBCU system, as were both my grandparents, my parents, my older brother, my 2 sons, my 2 nieces. I have a nephew right now enrolled in a historically black college, and I have a granddaughter who will be 2 next month, and you'll be glad to know that SUNO is at the top of her list. I said that in Cheney this morning too, so if anybody says something, I was lying to them. I'm telling you the truth. And whether you are graduating today and are the 4th generation or the first to attend a HBCU, you ought to be proud. First generation graduates of a historically black college, would you please stand up? If you're continuing a family tradition by graduating from a HBCU, would you please stand up? If anyone in the audience has graduated from a HBCU, would you please stand up? If you went to a HBCU for just a little while, stand up. If you never went to a HBCU, but you wore a HBCU cap, a t-shirt, would you please stand up? I always say that it isn't a coincidence that my family attended HBCUs. It's a commitment. And speaking of commitments, I want to thank anyone out there who has contributed to the Tom Joyner Foundation. The foundation does one thing and one thing only. We help students continue their education at historically black colleges and universities. I don't play the stock market. I don't gamble. I don't even have an ATM card. So I take the money that I earn and the money that's donated to the Tom Joyner Foundation very seriously. The only investment that I'm willing to make is in your future, because I, like so many people here this morning, believe in you. You are our greatest investment, and just looking at you this afternoon is evidence that our investment has paid off. To date, the foundation has raised over $55 million. We've been in existence since 1998. This is our 10th year anniversary. And we're not going to stop, because like you, our goal is to put some zeros behind those commas. Class of 2008 is all about you and the kind of legacy you're going to leave. When you leave this institution today, you owe a debt to Southern University. And if you don't pay up, this college won't be able to survive. All over the country, historically black colleges and universities are struggling to stay alive. Graduates, what would it be? What would it feel like if you knew that you were the last graduating class of Southern University? Imagine a world without this college. Imagine a world without any HBCUs. Well, it can happen. I don't mean to put too much on you this afternoon, but The future of HBCUs depends on you. When you leave here today, aside from finding a job, your main priority should be to remain connected to this university, physically, spiritually, and financially. Southern University needs your presence, your prayers, and your money. There's no question that you've reached a major milestone this afternoon, but you have many more miles to go. The world is ever changing, and you need to keep up. But in your endeavor to keep up, you also need to hold on to some values that remain the same. There are a lot of principles and values, and these are just some of them. Number one, don't put money first. Hear me now. Don't put money first. I know that sounds a little contradictory, considering what I just said about zeros and commas, but hear me out. Help others first, and you will be rewarded. Not only with money, but with love, appreciation, respect, pats on the back, and good old-fashioned hugs. In fact, why don't you turn to your neighbor right now and give him a good old hug? Yeah. Don't that feel good? Yeah. So dedicate your lives to service, not money. It's popular today for people to tell you to find your passion. And that's good, but finding your passion is not as easy as it sounds. If you really want to find your passion, start by showing some compassion toward other people. Next, take care of your health. Starting now. Don't wait until your health begins to fail you. It's better to begin good habits now than try to catch up later. Oh, you look good now. But we all have a relative, an aunt, an uncle, a grandparent, a parent who's got some health issues, and that could be you 5, 10, 20 years from now, but it doesn't have to be. You see, when you're healthy and you're feeling good, you perform better. And when you perform well, you'll be well rewarded. And if you don't exercise regularly, start. Start by getting the Donna Richardson sweating in the spirit. Donna wrote that in my speech. But she's right. Drink plenty of water, get regular checkups, get tested for everything. Diabetes, blood pressure, heart disease, and especially HIV. Anyone can get this disease, including you, and like most diseases that we suffer from, the earlier we can find out that we have them, the more likely we can prevent them from killing us. It's just that simple. Get tested. Next, register to vote and then vote. If you need to get started, you can call this number, 1-866-MY-VOTE-1. You can register to vote at that number right now. Go ahead, I can wait. This is important. In fact, Doc, if this was my school, you couldn't come up here and get a diploma unless you were a registered voter. But I don't have a school yet, but when I do. Next, become an advocate. You got to find a cause, a program, an issue, something that you are passionate about. My man, Reverend Al Sharpton, went to jail this week as part of his pray-in New York, protesting the shooting of Sean Bell. And that's an advocate, and that's commitment, because Reverend Al doesn't have jail hair. That hair without product can only hold up maybe 8 hours. But he's committed, he's an advocate, and you should be the same. Next, be like the Jeffersons. It's okay to move on up and out of the old neighborhood once you get those zeros that you're striving for. Don't be ashamed or afraid to do that, but come back to the hood as often as you can. Spend time in the hood, spend money in the hood, get your hair cut in the hood, get your hair done in the hood, get your bootleg in the... Okay, you get my point. My point is stay in touch forever. And speaking of staying in touch with your old neighborhood, let me stress once again the importance of staying in touch with your alma mater. This institution will continue to need your time, your talent, and your money. Don't ignore those letters that you're going to be getting from the Alumni Association. Don't check the call ID and refuse to answer the phone. Send money. Next, mentor a student or teach a class or volunteer your help at SUNO. Encourage others to attend SUNO. Who better than you to talk up its benefits? Give back to your community and give back to your HBCU. Without your support, neither can survive. And as soon as you start making some money, start giving back. Next, work hard. Now, that sounds simple, but a lot of people aren't willing to work hard, which is actually good for you who are willing to work hard. You'll stand out, learn everything you can about whatever area you plan to work in. Become an intern, a volunteer until you get hired in the position that you actually want. Your dedication, your loyalty, and your desire will get you some more zeros. Keep up with technology, or hang around someone who does keep up with technology. And by the way, would you please teach your grandparents to download and open attachments? And last, dare to dream. Dare to dream. Don't let your current situation limit your dreams. I'm here to tell you, I'm here to witness that a C average student can do a lot in life. Class of 2008, this is your time. While you've made a hugely significant step today, don't let this be the last step you take. There are commas and zeros available to you, and today's accomplishment just brings you one step closer to all the good things that await you. Keep on stepping, graduates. Be good to yourself, be good to others, and good things will come back to you. You've worked hard to get this far, and I know you won't stop now. This is really just the beginning. And when I run into you a few years from now, I want to hear about those commas and zeros that you've acquired. But more importantly, I want to hear about what you've done to make a difference in your community, your alma mater, your country, and your world. I know you can make it. Now, before I close, I want to tell you one more thing about making money. When you leave here today, because you're a college graduate, one of your goals will be financial success. And that's a lot of pressure because you already got bills, you already got commitments, and now everyone is looking at you wondering, when are you going to start making some money? Well, I'm here to tell you that you're going to start making some money today. Because as soon as you walk across this stage and get your diploma and shake my hand, I'm going to put $5 in your hand. And I want you to put some commas and some zeros behind the $5 that I start you off with today. Class of 2008, it's time. It's time to put some zeros behind the commas. And I'll see you up here on the top one day. Come on, let's get this party started.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for that resounding speech, Mr. Joyner. But I want you to know that I'd like to be a graduate today, too, because that $5 can go a long way, too. But we really appreciate it. And we have something for you from the SUNO family. I'll give you as our token of appreciation of what you've been doing for us all these years.
Thank you.
And for your coming down today. I appreciate it.
All right.
And that's not all. We really will continue to be blessed by your presence to the point that we now would like to confer on you honorary degree of human letters.
Southern University at New Orleans has been truly blessed by this guardian angel, Mr. Tom Joyner. Please stand. Dr. Makoso, would you join the Chancellor with the group?
Would the President and the Board Chair please join me as we conduct the hooding. And I'm going to do the degree citation. Upon the recommendation of the College of Arts and Sciences, the approval of the Academic Council of Deans, the Vice Chancellor of Academic Affairs, the Chancellor, that's me, the approval of the President and the Board of Supervisors, it gives me great pleasure to confer upon you, Tom Joyner, the honorary degree of Doctor of Human Letters, Dr. Tom Joyner, from Southern University at New Orleans. I would like the Chairman and the President to confer on him. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Tom Joyner.
I'm a doctor. Doctor's in the house. Anybody need a doctor's excuse? All right. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
We got your diploma here.
All right.
We're just going to give you the diploma is prepared for you here, signed by the President, the Chairman of the Board, myself, and the Vice Chancellor of Academic Affairs. It says, Southern University at New Orleans, greetings. Be it known that we have conferred onto Tom Joyner in recognition of distinguished service to Southern University at New Orleans, Southern University System, the state of Louisiana, the honorary degree of Doctor of Human Letters, with all the honors, rights, and privileges thereunto appertaining witnessed by the seal of the university and the signature of the Chancellor, the Vice Chancellor, the President of the system, and the Chairman of the Southern University System, the 10th day of May in the year of 2008. Congratulations, Dr. Tom Joyner.
Thank you. Woo, wait till I get home tonight. Woo. Hey, Donna, I'm a doctor.
Maybe we can move up. I hold on this stuff we want to move up. Maybe we can move that. Move up.
I'll play doctor tonight.
Okay.
Did I make the picture?
Are you sure?
Okay.
Well, thank you, Tom Joyner. We will now move on with the rest of the ceremony. We'll now have a musical selection by the McMahon Secondary High School. Thank you.
I
Graduates, are you ready for that, for your diploma? I can hear you. You sure? Okay, let's do it. Dr. Sells, you are on.
Mr. Chancellor, I have the honor of presenting Attorney Wesley Bishop, who will present the master's degree candidates. Will Attorney Wesley Bishop please come forward?
Will the candidates for the Master of Arts, Master of Science, Master of Social Work degrees please stand? Vice Chancellor Sells, the graduate faculty has informed me that the candidates standing before you have completed all of the requirements for their respective degrees in the areas of criminal justice, computer information systems, museum studies, urban education, and social work. I am therefore very pleased to recommend them to you today.
Mr. Chancellor, the candidates who stand before you have been certified as having completed all requirements for the master's degree by the graduate faculty and council of deans. I am delighted to present them to you for conferring the master's degree.
Thank you. Upon the authority vested in me by the President of the system and the Board of Supervisors of the system, and upon the certification and recommendation of the appropriate faculty of the university, it is with great pleasure that I confer upon you the master's degree from Southern University at New Orleans with all the rights and privileges and honors. Please turn your tassel. Congratulations again. In testimony of your achievement, I invite you to come to the platform to receive your diploma, and I also invite the President and board members, the Chairman, Tom Joyner, to join us in congratulating each of the members of the graduate class. Please announce the names of the graduates. Yes, sir. Coming down.
College of Arts and Science, Master of Arts. Audrey Denise Allen, Criminal Justice. Nicole M. Banford, Criminal Justice. Perry Bernard Sr., Criminal Justice. Jadina Boudreau, Museum Studies. Sierra C. Bradford, Criminal Justice. Gaynell Brady, Museum Studies. Michelle Bristol Long, Criminal Justice. She will be presented her degree by her mother, Mrs. Ursula Johnson, a former SUNO employee. Jacqueline Burrell, Criminal Justice. Jean Marie Campbell, Criminal Justice. Bernadine Carter, Criminal Justice. Kendra Annelle Clark, Criminal Justice. Jahan Avario Collier, Criminal Justice. Tiffany D. Dansby, criminal justice. Raymond Michael Delaney Jr., criminal justice. Lorna Dorelli, criminal justice. Hatham Abdel Razek Eid, museum studies. Elizabeth Rose Ford, criminal justice. Don J. Harris Sr., criminal justice. Crystal Hawkins, criminal justice. Latricia S. Houston, criminal justice. Shawanda M. Howard, criminal justice. Deborah Ann Jefferson, criminal justice. Louis Odell Landry, criminal justice. Nafisha Lee, criminal justice. Sierra T. Mercadale, criminal justice. Dolores Kane Perkins, substance abuse and masters in criminal justice. Kim Moliere Phillip, criminal justice. Katie M. Pierre, criminal justice. Sandra F. Robinson, museum studies. Alice Taylor Shannon, museum studies. John G. Sims, criminal justice. Tanisha Therese Stevens, criminal justice. Joanne Nicole Thomas, museum studies. Yushina M. Vincent, criminal justice. Janelle L. Wharton, criminal justice.
Mr. Mayor.
Shedrick C. White, criminal justice. Pamela Jean Williams, criminal justice. College of Business, Master of Science. John Anthony Bonet, Computer Information Systems. Antoinette Bradstreet, Computer Information Systems. Mayan J. Coulon, Computer Information Systems. Daniel Gentry, Computer Information Systems. Tiffany Rayan Victor Richard, Computer Information Systems. Crystal L. Smith, Computer Information Systems. Warren G. Stemmons, Computer Information Systems. College of Education, Master of Arts. Marie Short Benoit, Urban Education. Deborah Raleigh Burns, Urban Education. Keisha S. Davis, Urban Education. Tanya Dix, Urban Education. Arlen Grace McGee, Urban Education. Dorothy Marie May Moses, Urban Education. Stacy Elaine Garrison Smith Noah, Urban Education. Sandra Rhea Norman, Urban Education. Deborah A. Phillips Washington, Urban Education. Ruth Russell, Urban Education. School of Social Work, Master of Social Work.
Verna Allen Lightfoot. Carolyn D. Andrew. Takesha Johnson Ard. Romana Moore Banks. Kendra A. Baptiste. Terry Ann Barre. Sunita Taylor Boyd. Nadine Marie Briggs. Huh? Reginald T. Broad Howell. Jessica Marie Brown. Tori Lynn J. Brown. Renard Brown. Rashana A. Carr. DeJuan Carter. Kalisha Castle. Corvette Coleman. Courtney Clements. Danielle Creighton. Kathy R. Corbin. D. Adario Conway. Glad he's there. Montrell Linnell Davis. Put it on the air, it's not wasteful. Carrie Bill Frazier. That's the mic you can hear. Stacy Delaberto. Ella Dorsey Julian. Sasha T. Douglas. Sharice Early. Tracy Herring Freeman. Michelle S. Gafford. Yolanda Galloway. Joanne Griffin. Mary Margaret Hanchett. Annie Marie Cash Harris.
Got it all, huh?
Christopher Paul Harrington. Doyle R. Holloman. Julian.
All right,
Thebia Hudson. Sabrina M. Jackson. Deborah Faye Johnson. Carol Lynn Johnson Clark. Albert Jones. Alan J. Kagan. Aisha Sandrell Kelly. Jennifer A. Kelly. Romana Latrice Lazar. Anita Basil Lewis. Bridget Lane Lewis. Cal Renee Lindsay. Felissa Ann Lowe. Karen D. Marchand. Anastasia Melton. Bridget Miller. Rebecca Diane Mills. Gwendolyn Muse. Gail M. Nixon. Bazara Riley. Nicole Marie Bell Pinton. Gina Patrice Ramsey. Swan Rapp. Keisha Reed. Mario Rislin. Marla Rislin.
all right. Ask him to say it next time we see Bill go.
Chandra E. Richardson. Chandra Richardson. Mary Beth Ross. Cedrina M. Ruffin. Ariane Rumley Moore. Rose L. Sam. Darlene Sandsville. Latoya DeWan Sears. Deanna Caprice Sibley. Michelle Parker Smith. Cherise Rochelle Spland. Letrion Adonis Taylor. Ruth Riley Thomas. Kimberly Walker. Tunchel N. Ward. Gloria J. Washington. Larice Roger Washington. Laurie Rogers Washington. Thank you. Denise Watson. Luna. Told me what. Lisa B. Weber. Rose Webster Lewis. Marvis Ann Franklin White. Michelle Weston Causey. Joanne Williams. Aisha Johnson.
Mr. Chancellor, now we are ready to award degrees for undergraduate candidates. Will the Dean of Arts and Sciences, Dr. Henry Mokoso, please come forward?
Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Arts, Science in the College of Arts and Sciences please stand? The students include the General Studies. Also stand. Vice Chancellor Sells, the faculty has recommended me that the candidates standing before you have completed all of the requirements for their respective degrees in history, in biology, psychology, psychology, general studies, and it's not here, and criminal justice.
Will the Dean of the College of Education, Dr. Mary Mentor, please come forward?
Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree and the candidates for the Bachelor of Arts degree in the College of Education please stand? Vice Chancellor Sells, the faculty has informed me that the candidates standing before you have completed all of the requirements for their respective degrees in elementary and secondary education. I am therefore very pleased to recommend them to you today.
Will Dr. Beverly Frabby, Dean of the College of Social Work, please come forward?
Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Social Work in the School of Social Work please stand? Vice Chancellor Duhan Sells, the faculty has informed me that the candidates standing before you have completed all the requirements for the degree in social work. I am therefore very pleased to recommend them to you today.
The Dean of the College of Sciences, Dr. Iwe Ude, is attending the graduation for his daughter today, so Dr. Frank Martin will come forward in his stead.
Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Science in the College of Business and Public Administration please stand? Vice Chancellor Sells, the faculty has informed me that the candidates standing before you have completed all the requirements for their respective degrees in business administration, accounting, and computer information systems. I am therefore very pleased to recommend them to you today.
Mr. Chancellor, the candidates who stand before you have completed all requirements for the associate and bachelor's degree as certified by their respective faculties, chairpersons, and council of deans. Therefore, I am pleased to present them to you for the conferring of their respective degrees.
Thank you. Upon the authority vested in me by the President of the System and the Southern University Board of Supervisors, and upon the certification and recommendation of the appropriate faculty of the university, it is with great pleasure that I confer upon you your bachelor's degree from Southern University at New Orleans, with all the rights and privileges and honors. Graduates, you may now turn your tassels. In testimony of your achievement, I invite you to come to the platform to receive your diplomas. And I again invite the system president, Dr. Slaughter, the board chair, Myron Lawson, Tom Joyner, to join me at the podium in congratulating the graduates. Dr. Jackson and Richard Crosby, will you please continue with the names, calling the names of the graduates as they come forward.
Mr. Chancellor, I would like to present to you the student marshal for the class of 08. Will Mrs. Donna Norris please come forward? Mrs. Norris is a general studies major, area of concentration humanities, minor in sociology, with the highest grade point average, cumulative 3.9. Mrs. Norris.
Special picture. Congratulations. Our top student.
College of Arts and Science, Bachelor of Arts, Nalise Marie Antoine, psychology. Barry A. Brown, sociology. Dana K. Butler, psychology. Chavez Harrell Cameron, political science. Patrick Carter, sociology. Yolanda Angus Coleman, psychology. Angel Davis, psychology. Gregory DeQueer Jr., fine art. Cheryl Ambrose Dupree, psychology, magna cum laude. Tiffany Edwards, psychology. Shaniqua Keon Foley, psychology. Jaquita Green, psychology. Michael W. Harris Sr., history. Dana Haywood Brooks, psychology. Tasha V. Jones Thomas, psychology. Lanisha Kelly, psychology. Helene Randall Lewis, psychology. Shavonda A. Martinez, psychology. Willistine H. Elaine Melanson, psychology. Nakisha Christina Napoleon. Martha P. Neal, psychology. Takesha M. Randolph, English. Shelton James Rayford II, political science. Katrina Shields, psychology. Mildred Williams Walker, psychology. Vicki Thompson, psychology. Nina Simone Williams, psychology. Bachelor of Science. Taquila L.A. Arsenault, criminal justice. Brittany Bowens, criminal justice. Wallace D. Broussard, criminal justice. Ayusika B. Brown, substance abuse, magna cum laude. August Joseph Collins Sr., Bachelor of Science in Criminal Justice, Associate of Arts in Substance Abuse. LaCora A. Crouch, Criminal Justice. Sabrina M. Ephron, cum laude, Substance Abuse. Keel Basil Ellis, Mathematics, cum laude. Ivan M. Firilet, Criminal Justice. Constance Leona Young Gaines, Criminal Justice. Danielle Marie Harris, Criminal Justice. Keisha Michelle Haver, Criminal Justice. Renetha Lee Hilliard, Criminal Justice. Lakeisha Shimon Johnson, Biology. Lakeisha Aura B. Johnson, Biology. Giovanna Lakeelia Jones, Criminal Justice. Kiana Joseph, Criminal Justice. Sean Lockett, Bachelor of Science in Substance Abuse, Associate of Arts in Substance Abuse. Christy Madison, Biology. Frederica Bridget Palmer, Criminal Justice. Abigail Parker, Criminal Justice. Eunice Pleasant Patterson, Bachelor of Science in Criminal Justice, Associate of Arts in Substance Abuse. Toya Payne, Biology. Thaddeus Petit Jr., Criminal Justice. Danya Powell Smith, Biology. Elaine Romer Ramsey, Criminal Justice. Ronique Randall, Criminal Justice, Honors. Rochelle Leanne Rock, Biology. Nibiet Seaside, Chemistry. Jocelyn C. Slack, Biology. Deshawn Denise Smith Ernest, Criminal Justice. Jeremy Smith, Criminal Justice. Monica D. Smith, Biology. Geraldine Smith Thomas, Biology. Keshana Alicia Spriggins, Biology. Juan M. Sincere, Criminal Justice. Argia C. Thomas, Criminal Justice. Randolph M. Thomas Jr., Criminal Justice. Sean Vernon, Bachelor of Science in Criminal Justice, Associate of Arts in Substance Abuse. RDL Washington, Criminal Justice. Sean S. Washington, Criminal Justice. Jackie W. White, Substance Abuse. Alan E. Williams, Biology. Naisha Shanada Williams, Criminal Justice, Miss SUNO. Dominique Harris, Criminal Justice. Quiet Kawana Frank, Biology. Monique L. Goldsmith, Substance Abuse. Harold Gordon, Substance Abuse. Bernadette Aura Jones, Substance Abuse. Artemis McFarland, Substance Abuse. Tamika McGee, Substance Abuse. Walter J. Milton, Substance Abuse. Nicole Muse, Substance Abuse. Artisha Nicholas Joseph, Substance Abuse. Melanie E. Addison, Bachelor of General Studies. We are into General Studies now.
What you got? You can leave yours up there. Mattia Allen, Bachelor's of General Studies. Latoya Anderson, General Studies. Leroy Joseph Andrew Jr., Bachelor's of General Studies, Music Education. Curly T. Anthony, cum laude. Sylvia Arsenault Ellison, General Studies. William Bernard Altman, General Studies, Honors. Adriana Barbara Jennings, Bachelor's of General Studies. Sean Sherelle Lakivia LaShawn Blunt, Bachelor's of General Studies, cum laude. Dale A. Bowers, Jr., General Studies. Teresa Louise Butler, General Studies. Sherelle Casimir, General Studies. Brian Anthony Clemens, General Studies. Kawana N. Coleman, General Studies, Honors. Joey Corley, General Studies, History. Cheryl Lynn Naiman, Bachelor's of General Studies, Honors. Taisha N. Davis, General Studies. Dana Jacole Durio, General Studies. Rhonda M. Edwards, General Studies. Kim J. Frazier, General Studies. Yvette M. Gibson, General Studies. Willie Gray, General Studies. Daniela Green, General Studies. Jeanette Lee Gilmore, General Studies. Raquel M. Hines, General Studies. Bridget Harrell Huntley, General Studies. Quinn M. Huntley, General Studies. Tamika A. Hyde, General Studies. Natrell Jack, General Studies. Edward Lee Johnson, Sr., General Studies. Shamaria Jones, General Studies. Lois C. Lacey Darby, General Studies. Barbara C. Jordan, Bachelor's of General Studies, Honors. Ryan P. Manali, Bachelor's of General Studies. Huh? Okay. So you want to say, what is it written down? When you do it.
Brenda Marissa Marion. Her degree will be presented by her husband, Mr. Joseph Marion, who is an employee of Southern University at New Orleans. Brenda Marissa Marion.
Leslie Sanders Martin, Bachelor's of General Studies, Bachelor's of Arts and Psychology. Clifford A. Minas, Bachelor's of General Studies. Dejanique I. Myers, General Studies. Ingrid G.D. Myers, General Studies. Stacy Renee Northern, General Studies. Cheryl A. PQ, General Studies. Terry L. Rhodes, General Studies. Kimba Lucille Richard, General Studies, cum laude. Shantae Nikolai. Shantae Nikolai Ramont, General Studies. Appreciate it. Latoya Sanders, General Studies. Troy L. Sawyer, Bachelor's of General Studies, Music Education. Natasha Marie Seasbury, General Studies. Gerald Evelyn T. Smith, General Studies. Nagay T. Smith, General Studies. Nicole P. Trevelyan, General Studies. Charles Thirsty, General Studies. Michelle Wanda White, General Studies. Chanel White Watts, General Studies. Brian E. Andrew, Bachelor's of Science, Business Administration. Lakeisha Shimon Arthur, Bachelor of Science in Business Administration. Sean Augustine, Bachelor of Science in Business Administration. Christopher A. Bowdy, Sr., Bachelor of Science, Computer Information Systems, cum laude. Anthony L. Bridges, Bachelor of Science in Accounting. Gregory O. Brown III, Bachelor of Science, Computer Information Systems. Jeffrey T. Brown, Bachelor of Science in Business Administration. Tanika S. Brown, Bachelor of Science in Computer Information Systems. Deshaun Bruno, Bachelor of Science in Business Administration. Anissa Campbell, Bachelor of Science, Computer Information Systems. Candace A. Cole, Bachelor of Science in Business Administration. Over now. Derek Coleman, Bachelor of Science in Accounting. Rose Marie Didrik Williams, Bachelor of Science in Accounting. Rodriguez Leroy Cooper, Bachelor of Science in Business Administration. Anthony L. Commons Jr., Bachelor of Science in Business Administration. Kanika Ashauri Davis, Bachelor of Science in Business Administration. Eddie Dolis Jr., Bachelor of Science in Computer Information Systems. Mary Garnishow, Bachelor of Science in Accounting, cum laude. Carice Trinette Granger, Bachelor of Science in Business Administration. Jocelyn John Bonice Henry, Bachelor of Science, Computer Information Systems. Danielle M. Holmes, Bachelor of Science in Business Administration. Sonia Marie Johnson, Bachelor of Science in Accounting. Jody Joseph, Bachelor of Science in Business Administration. Darrell Kyle, Bachelor of Science in Business Administration. LaRon Lawson, Bachelor of Science in Computer Information System. Rochelle Lee, Bachelor of Science in Computer Information System. Wanda Lewis, Bachelor of Science, Computer Information System. Agacia Anya Lumpkins, Bachelor of Science in Accounting. Ashley Zakiya Madison, Bachelor of Science in Computer Information Systems. Laverne McCall Bates, Bachelor of Science in Business Administration. Loretta M. McCarney, Bachelor of Science in Business Administration.
J. Mallory McGee, Bachelor of Science in Accounting. She will be presenting her degree by Donna Brazil, her aunt.
Melanie Montreux, Bachelor of Science Business Administration, Honors. Christy Mosby, Bachelor of Science Business Administration. Kenosha Capri Perry, Bachelor of Science in Accounting. Nathaniel Travell Pittman, Bachelor of Science in Business Administration. Denard A. Powell, Bachelor of Science in Business Administration. Marcus Richards, Bachelor of Science in Business Administration. Alvin L. Rolfe, Bachelor of Science in Computer Information Systems. Corey Smith, Bachelor of Science in Business Administration. Janiquia L. Thomas, Bachelor of Science in Business Administration. Lakeisha Dawn Washington, Bachelor of Science in Accounting. Ronald James Webster II, Bachelor of Science, Computer Information Systems. Mark Thaddeus Wilderson, Bachelor of Science in Computer Information Systems. Lynette White, Bachelor of Science in Accounting. Janae Brianne Williams, Bachelor of Science in Accounting. Alexandria Williams, Bachelor of Science in Business Administration. Nahima Williams, Bachelor of Science in Business Administration. I'm here at Agnes G. Arbonneau. Can we start there? Keep going. Agnes G. Arbonneau, Bachelor of Science in Elementary Education. Nakia Henry Augustine, Bachelor of Science in Elementary Education. Christina Wiggins Daggs, Bachelor of Science in Elementary Education. Trinice R. Davis, Bachelor of Science in Elementary Education. Where are we? Right here? Agnes Arbonneau? So you start, okay.
Just getting this stuff.
I gotta go back to the person who's the husband and wife team.
The Jeffrey Brown and yes, Mr. Bishop says too, it's too late. Just say we got a husband and wife in the company.
We just want to go back and to acknowledge the fact that under the College of Business, we had a husband and wife team who graduated together. That was Gregory O. Brown III and is that right? Kanisha Theod Brown? Jeffrey, I'm sorry. It was Jeffrey T.O. Brown and Tanika S. Brown. Sharice Brown Williams, Elementary Education. Jaron Keith Macon, Social Studies Education. Renata Blanco Malonson, Social Work. Demetrius Bowman, Social Work. Ashley S. Cross, Social Work, Honors. Detrice Dado Smith, Social Work.